Hello, hello, hello. Long time no listen, I guess. It's been a little while, and I figured why not come back briefly, though more to come, with a little bit of Dragon Age related content. Now, this one might not be as exciting as some of my others, but I figured we could read some of the tarot cards that we have in the Codex. So, just as a heads up, I guess, this is one of my original playthroughs where I have played for 100 or so hours. And the choices that I made and the side quests that I've done have only gotten me 47 of the 56 total character codexes. I am a elven mage, a guy, and I've already gone through Trespasser, so unfortunately I can't go back to the vanilla game to try and fill in these codexes. So I'll read what I can from this one. So without further ado, let's go. Blackwall in the last few years. Inquisitor, I hope this letter finds you well. I apologize for my prolonged absence. I have traced the whereabouts of one more of my former company, and I am writing to you from Kirkwall, where he now resides. I knew him as Private Nicholas Lorry. He goes by Klaus now. Unlike so many of the men I betrayed, Klaus found a way to put his life together without turning to crime. It doesn't in any way lessen the horror of what I did, but it was comforting to see at least one life not completely ruined by my actions. Klaus is married to a lovely lady. They run a small bakery. It didn't take him long for recognition to dawn, and then I had 2 mince pies lobbed at my head. Pies that were fresh from the oven, mind you. It was a good thing I ducked. I made my apologies, even after months of searching and making reparations. It was still hard. To his credit, Klaus allowed me to talk, and we ended the visit with ales at the Hanged Man. I should return within the month. Thank you for allowing me this time, Inquisitor. Yours, Tom Rainier. I don't have number 2. Alistair. King Alistair Theron was crowned the ruler of Ferelden after the end of the Fifth Blight. His people consider him a hero for fighting against the Darkspawn as a Grey Warden. Few wardens have ever left the secretive order, and he is the only of those who went to rule a nation. Queen Honora, daughter of the legendary Terran Loghain, rules at his side. Although Ferelden has prospered under their reign, it was greatly weakened by the Blight. Tensions with neighboring Orlais have been high, and many believe a renewal of their long-standing conflict is inevitable. Blackwall. Constable of the Grey, Silverite Wings of Valor. Hardly relevant now. They are Warden Blackwall's achievements, and the man we thought to be him was someone else entirely. It explains why I had scant information on Blackwall. He must have been lying low for years. I compiled everything I had on Thomas Renier. Read on. Liliana. What follows is a history of Thomas Renier, prepared for delivery by Sister Liliana. Renier was born in Markham, a city-state of the Free Marches. There is little information on his early life, but he was already a skilled warrior by the time he turned 18. Hoping to make his fortune, he joined the Grand Tourney, that great marcher contest of arms. He won the melee, proving himself and earning a substantial sum of gold. What happened to the coin Renier won in the tourney is a mystery. 2 years later, he appeared in Orlais, no richer than at 18. Still, he leveraged his abilities and lingering fame to gain a place in the Orlesian army. Renier excelled as a soldier, rising through the ranks quickly to become a captain with a number of men under him. Renier's men were fiercely loyal. Our sources believe that many would have gladly defied a high command at his word. On the surface, Renier safeguarded his men's interests, but further investigation reveals that he was permanently concerned with his own advancement and profit. Renier's desire to amass a fortune likely explained his involvement in the massacre of Lord Vincent Callier and his family. Our sources tell us that Renier was approached by a chevalier, Sir Robert Chapius. Sir Robert supported Grand Duke Gaspard's claim to the throne and wished to enter into his good graces by eliminating Lord Callier, one of Céline's staunchest allies. Chapuis hired Renier to assassinate Callier and offered him a great deal of coin for it. We have no reason to believe his actions were politically motivated. In the spring of 935, Lord Callier and his family were traveling to their summer home on Lake Celestine when their caravan was ambushed. It is unknown if Renier realized... Hello. Well, hello. Hold on. Okay. If Renier realized that Callier would be traveling with his family, Renier and his men slaughtered Lord Callier and his entourage. They spared not even the children, all four under the age of 13. It seems that none of Renier's men were aware of the true reasons behind the Lord's killing. They simply followed Renier's orders. Rumors of Renier's connection to the murders began swirling through the upper ranks of the army, and must have given him forewarning. He was gone when the guards came to arrest him. His men, however, were not so lucky. Almost all were charged with treason, save a few who managed to get away. Tom Renier was labeled a traitor and a criminal, but remained at large until now. Briala. Almost no one notices they're even present. A servant scrubbing floors, a waiter filling glasses, undergardeners weeding the border, maids and valets dressing nobles. There's no room, alcove, or alley so private you can't find one there, and they're watching, they're organized. The rumor you've heard of some mastermind leading the elves is no rumor. I have reports that is Briala was Céline's personal spy and assassin, a bard of unusual skill. Who she's working for now, we cannot confirm. Say nothing, they will hear you. Part of a ooh, that was bad. Hold on. Part of a communique intercepted by Inquisition agents. Author unknown. Then we have 6 and 7, which I don't have. 8 is Cassandra Pentagast. Lord Seeker Lucius, I am fully aware of the intent behind your predecessor's declaration. Lord Seeker Lambert pried the Templars away from the Chantry control and led them into an assault upon all mages, for reason you both find justified. I, however, am uncertain when the Seekers of Truth went from guarding against injustice to perpetrating it. If you truly believe that is not the case, I suggest you look out a window at the chaos this war has caused, and ask yourself if Thetis will recover, even if you are victorious. I remain at Divine Justinia's right hand, and will stay there even if you brand me a traitor. I am sorry, but there is too much at stake to swerve from the path we willingly followed at the Chantry's foundation. From a letter by Seeker Cassandra Pentagast to Lord Seeker Lucius Corin, Dragon 939. Cassandra in the last few years. Inquisitor, I am writing to you from the Hunterhorn Mountains, where I was successful in tracking down Seeker Emery. She was more shocked than most to hear of Lord Seeker Lucius's betrayal, as he was her mentor when she was just an initiate. But she is eager to help rebuild. She has heard of a few other Seekers who might have been sent to Ravane. I still don't know how many of us remain, how many Lucius killed, but I know that we are recovering, and I know that we will be better with time. I confess, I look forward to returning to Orlais next month. Once I would have thought that impossible. Orlais was little more than the land of frustrating politics, excessive ornamentation, and responsibilities I did not want. But now that friends wait for me there, it is almost a home. Cassandra. Cole. His name is Cole. He's not that old, perhaps 20 years, no more. He has blonde hair that hangs in front of his eyes. He wears dirty leathers, perhaps the only clothes he owns. He was there when you found Reese in the Templar crypt, but you couldn't see him. Nobody can. And those who do forget him, just like you are right now. Remember the dream. A letter allegedly written by former Knight Captain Evangeline de Brassard, found in the spire in the aftermath of the Mage Uprising. Inquisitor, if you believe that this Cole truly wishes to help the Inquisition and can be trusted to do so safely, I am willing to give him a chance to prove himself. As Solus insists that he's a spirit made manifest in the form of a young man, not a demon possessing an unwilling victim, I can see that he may not be malicious. Nevertheless, Cole's abilities concern me. I would ask Liliana to have him watched, but most of Skyhold seems unable to see this spirit, or remember him even if informed of his existence. The servants complain of odd occurrences, items mislaid or moved to strange locations, but have thus far been unable to see or remember the person responsible. Such actions appear harmless thus far, but I remain vigilant. Cassandra. Cole appreciates the Inquisition helping those who are hurting and in need. Cole in the last few years. Quarterly progress. I'll start over. Inquisitor, I send this to you uncertain whether this comprises a joke, a test, or some form of magic. If it is the latter, I wish to state that I am deeply uncomfortable, but based on the results, I can hardly complain. Our work has never been more successful. I have no recollection of having written the following, but it is clearly my hand, with signifiers in the language that make it clear I acted of my own volition when writing it. I assume that you will make more of it than I can. Yours, Charter. Send to Inquisitor R.E. Cole. Quarterly progress. Rescues, 6. Higher than expected. Target hit, 4. 1 dead when wanted for interrogation. No prisons. Agent morale, strong. Some crying, but insisted they were good tears. Strong emotions, but unrelated to mission at hand. Usually tied to some past trauma. Oddities, misplaced items, unexpected, often tied to emotional revelation among group. Concern with hostile blood mage binding demons. V. Angry. Wax on my fingers, bees drawn behind me as the honeycomb crunches between my teeth. She was always proud of me. Why did I write this? Corypheus. Let me tell you what I know about the 7. Those Deventer Magisters said to have entered the Golden City long ago. Each was a high priest to one of the old gods. Each came to the ritual shrouded in secrecy, hiding their true name even from each other. They were competitors, you see. The old gods told them they would break into the Golden City and usurp the Maker's throne, but only one of them could sit on that throne. Each assumed a title related to their role in casting the ritual. Some texts claimed they had a leader, the High Priest of Dumat, called Corypheus. He did not rule this group, but instead conducted it, coordinating their efforts to achieve a magical feat never since replicated. They breached the Fade, walked physically in dreams, and changed our world forever. Perhaps these 7 were the first Darkspawn, cursed by the Maker, the Chant of Light tells us. Perhaps not. One would think these Magisters long dead, but there are whispers this is not so. Think, if you will, what might become of the minds of such beings, corrupted by the blight, cast down from prideful folly, simmering in the resentment and darkness for over 1,000 years. Where would such men live? Who knows of them? For someone must, if whispers persist. What secrets do they yet hold? And what would we do? What secrets do they yet hold? And what, let me repeat. Should any one of them return to the light? With luck, these are questions we will never have to answer. From Questioning the Chant by Magister Vibius Agorian. Cullen. Whatever you have heard of Kirkwall's rebellion, the truth is far worse. I would spare you that. What remains of Kirkwall's Templars have been under my command for the past few years. We have done what we could to assist with the city's recovery, to restore some semblance of order, but my time here is done. Secret Pentagast has approached me. She wished to stop the war between mages and Templars. She has been recruiting men and women to the cause and wishes me to oversee the group's military concerns. If the conclave goes well, then we will not be needed. If not, we stand ready. I have decided to take Secret Pentagast's offer. The circles have fallen. I can give no more to the Templar Order, nor it to me. The Maker has shown me a new path. I must take it. Excerpt from a letter sent to Southreach by Commander Cullen. Dear Mia, I'm still alive. Your loving brother, Cullen. Honestly, is it so difficult? We thought you were dead again. If the Inquisition was not on everyone's lips, we would never have heard that their fine commander survived Haven. We've been hearing strange things about the Templars lately. I am not sorry you left them. I thought your resignation was implied when you joined the Inquisition, but you meant something more, didn't you? It's a fool's errand asking you to stay safe, but please try. Your loving sister. See how easy it is? Mia. Cullen in the last few years. Cullen. Word is spread from Dinnerham about the summit the Inquisition will attend. The news is half rumors, but with the representatives they say are going, it's clearly serious, and the details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love Orlesian parties. Branson's here. His son insists I add "Hello, Cole" to this letter. He also insists to be "hello" and not "hello." Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. Love, Mia.